Good morning, YouTube. So today we're going to do the front brake change and helping out my brother. Because this is an old vehicle, you can open up the hood and take a look at this label right here, which gives us some information like the year 2006 model, and it's a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder. Now we open up our brake cylinder fluid reservoir. This releases the pressure from our brake lines, especially when we pump the brakes at the end when we finish doing the brake job. Now, so I'm good. Okay, usually if we do the rotors, which the rotors is good, we would take T40 torque there and down here to remove that. So today we're not going to use the take off the rotors, we're just going to do strictly the brake pads. Okay, first we're going to do is we're going to remove the caliper brackets with this bolt right here, this bolt here, and this one right here. This is going to come out. Okay, 14 millimeter for that bolt right there. Remember guys, lefty loosey to undo the bolt. Lefty loosey. So take it up by hand now.
Lucky, I think it's got a good HD camera, bro.
It is.
There you go.
Right here.
Yeah, put that separate so we don't forget it. Just want to know.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Oh wow, they got a fucking tight one.
That thing keeps. That thing also comes out.
Oh.
There you go. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. So we're gonna hold this one in place. Okay, hold on a second. So in this case, we had to get a pliers to hold down this nut right here.
Want to hold that, Joe?
Okay.
You might want to hold that, bro. Okay, there we go. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Take it out slowly.
Got my hand there?
Yeah. Okay, there's the other bolt.
Get it?
It may be a little bit tight, so just take a screwdriver and just gently tap it out. Top part now.
Top part. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
You got that recorder, bro? Oh shit. Hey Joe, you might want to hold that. Maybe record him or something.
There we go. Okay, so now it's coming out. See it?
Okay.
All right. Okay, hold a second because we don't want to. Don't let go of that. We gotta tie this up so it doesn't rip on the wire, the line. We got the caliper. We're gonna just put a tie strap, or you can use a bungee cord. Hold it in place. Release pressure so you don't break your line. Okay. So. Pretty good there. Now we're gonna go with this bolt here. This bolt and the other bolt down here. How's the other one? Right down here. It's gonna be taken out next. And again, to undo this bolt, lefty loosey. Lefty loosey.
Okay.
There you go. I got it.
My God.
So my brother complained this was way too slow.
You don't have a.
This is better.
Yeah, this is a lot. It's a lot easier, bro. Oh yeah, man, you save time, brother.
Yep.
Cut the time in half.
All right. Couldn't find another phone. That's all.
Oh fuck. Okay, it's coming. It's just. Some of these bolts are like really long.
Show it to me.
Right?
Yeah, show it to you.
Right?
There we go. Okay.
Good?
All right.
All right. Right here, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Now the lower bolt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gonna come off slowly.
Okay.
Show it to me.
All right. Good?
Angle? Okay. Good. All right.
Yeah. It made a whole
Still
groove, so I
groove.
had to put a whole new cap.
Still got a lot of
This
meat.
one's smooth.
Okay. We're gonna just clean up the rotors a little bit.
It's all right.
Also good to put some anti-seize around this area, around the bolt. Special thanks to Coach2109 for your super thanks for one of my DIY videos. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to take this thing out. I'm going to clean this out.
Yeah, just hold it steady.
Okay, ooh, this is really crappy. So we're going to clean this thing right out of here.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Subject right in the middle. There you go.
Okay, anti-seize. Okay. This is Dad's.
Is that Dad's?
Yeah, this is Dad's. Put some anti-seize around it and put it back in its place. Remove the other one and clean off a little bit of the rust. And again, put some anti-seize and put it back in its place. Notice the sliders have a rubber boots that are a little bit ripped. So next time we'll have to replace that or else it's going to rust up again. So the sliding pin should bounce back freely when you press it, and that's the way it should be. Notice the exact position of the brake pads when you take it out. You'll be putting it back in exactly the same way. So if your hardware is still in good condition, I would suggest cleaning it up a little bit and reusing it, because the new ones never fit exactly the same. But if you use the brand new ones that they give you, just to let you know, sometimes they're a little tight or just a little bit loose and they fall out. Just a warning. Doing a video on that one here. See the squealers. On that side, and the squealers on this side. So I apologize. This is not the original video clip. But it's the same process where we have to compress the pistons back into its place. You can use this tool if you have it, or you can use a simple C-clamp to press the piston back into flush position. And if you're interested to knowing, this is my front brakes of my Ford Mustang. Now you're pretty well done everything you need to do. All you have to do is put everything back in reverse order. Just rewind the video if you forget any of the steps. So don't forget, once we're done with the brakes on both sides, we still have to pump the brakes to make sure the brake pads are in contact with the rotors. When pumping, when you feel the brakes are no longer soft but firm, you're all set. Now close up your brake cylinder reservoir and you're good to go.